Welcome to another dope episode of G Chronicles. It's your host, E. Papers. Y'all already know I bring y'all the real, I bring y'all the raw, I bring y'all the shit that y'all want to hear, not that other shit. To my right, as y'all can see on the screen, man, I got a legend, hip hop rising star. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he the son of the legendary DJ Red Alert, we ain't even gonna talk about that because my nigga making his own bones out here. You know what I'm saying? Recently signed hip hop rising star, but jumped up or heard it with the feds and kidnapped my boy for a minute. So I'm gonna let you tell him. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, y'all? My name's G Mims. Don't forget the $sign. And I'm just blessed to
Have
be here
to
taking it day by
YouTube.
day.
Loud.
Yeah, man. I'm just blessed to take it here day by day, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to G Wall for giving me a platform to, expand my
Appreciate you.
story, tell my story, and keep the awareness out with me. Shout out to everybody that's been doing their part and holding me down on the outside and supporting me and tapping into what I've been doing, trying to stay productive and taking it day by day.
That's the fuck I'm talking about, man. How long you been down, bro?
So far, I've been here a couple months, about 3 months. Um, I'm serving a 42-month sentence. A short stay, but it's been an experience. So far, I've already missed both my daughter's birthdays,
Yeah.
graduations, proms. So, it's been a rough 3 months, but it's people out here, it's people in here that's been in worse situations than mine. So every day I recognize that I'm blessed, man.
Now, I'm gonna ask you the most wanted question that we all be wanting to ask artists and entertainers that's in the industry because the lifestyle y'all live is a little bit different from the average person's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can just
yeah.
tell from like your social media.
You can say it one more time. Man, I'm sorry, you're cutting up.
Technical difficulties on live, you
It's
know
all
the
good.
shit.
It's
But
all good.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You can tell from like going through your social media. You was one of them guys, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Driving them cars, you moving
Yeah,
with the movers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How does it feel, my guy, to take the jury off, take the motherfucking designer off,
Uh-huh.
kick the motherfucking shoes off, put a jumpsuit on and walk in the feds?
Man, I had this conversation with somebody I really care about recently, and I said, when you're in a room or you're in a space like this with everybody and you have none of your attributes, none of your armor on, none of the things that make us glow and glisten in the sun and the moonlight, uh, can your character still shine bright? You know what I mean? You find out if you're true to yourself for real. And in my experience has just been, very early in the stages, I learned that I'm still myself. I'm still comfortable with being me. I'm still gonna shine my light. It never, those things never really mattered. Um, the
Right.
other day, I bought a fresh Russell gray sweatsuit, and it meant the world to me. And some $65 pair of Nikes, and I felt like
Talk about it.
I felt clean. You know what I mean? So you find out if you really pay attention to it that certain things don't really matter as much as what's in the inside, and a lot of times, you know, the clothes. It feels like the clothes make us, but I make the clothes. You know what I mean? And the clothes is on me.
Right,
It's
right,
not me wearing the clothes. So
right.
I had to learn real fast that and make a decision on if I was comfortable and confident in who I am and who God has made me out to be. And I learned that I'm really comfortable in my own skin. Um, Putting on that jumpsuit, man, the first day I put on like three different jumpsuits. I had to go to the shoot my first day. So I had on three different outfits. I went through three different colors. I went from beige to orange to yellow, and it was
That's
tough
good.
for me. You know what I mean? It was tough for me uh, mentally, not really like on
Yeah,
the outside, just on the inside. You know what I mean? Just trying to get my mind adapted and ready for what I had to go through and what I was about to deal with for this time. Um, but like I said, I always kind of reconcile with the fact that I know it's people that's going through worse situations, people that's not even alive
right,
today.
right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
I could,
Exactly.
it's people in hospital beds for way longer that can't get out of hospital bed. That's just as stuck. You know what I mean? And you put it into certain
Right. Right.
perspectives. You got to kind of
Now you're currently
recognize, find a blessing. You cut up a little bit, but I'm here.
back. We
I
back.
hear you. I hear
We
you
back.
now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, but like I did 10 inside the Fed, so I
Okay.
kind of know exactly what situation that you're dealing with right now. You was a self surrender.
Yes, I was a self surrender. I haven't. It's my
Out
first
of
bid. Say that again.
first bid,
Yeah.
I said, how was that turning yourself in, bro?
I mean, it was like a 3 hour drive here. I went through a lot of mixed emotions. Um, uh, a lot of people came to see me the night before. I just tried to make sure I ate something I enjoyed eating. Um, I
Right,
tried
right,
to
right,
make sure I was prayed up, um, and it was like it was a little bit of a mental roller coaster, but it wasn't.
right,
It didn't really hit me until I heard the doors close, until I heard
right,
that first cell door close. Um, Driving, it just felt surreal. Like it kept feeling like at some point, something I was gonna wake up. Um, and
right,
also,
right,
like I had to kind of like accept the consequences to my actions. You know, regardless if I felt like I was deserving of the type of consequences I got to deal with or not. I gotta take accountability, and it was me coming to those terms. Family call in, friends call in, trying to talk to me before I have to,
right,
put
right,
my phone down and stuff. That was a little bit of a fast. It was fast until I actually heard
right,
that door close, and when that door closed, that's when things started to really kind of slow down, and I had to take the time out to
right,
really get acclimated and check myself as a man and face what I was dealing with. Um,
right, right,
I remember it being like I ain't sleep maybe for the first 2 3 days, maybe like 2 days
right,
before I had to force sleeping.
right,
I didn't really want to eat. I wrote
right,
to maybe 4 or 5 different people. I wrote to myself. I wrote on the walls. But after that, after those first 2 3 days, it's been like three days in the shoe. And after that, like I said, I keep mentioning that it's a blessing because I came across a lot of the right people. Some people were
right,
familiar with people that I was familiar with. Some people kind of knew me from social media. Some people knew me from my music. So I
right,
received a lot of, well, not a lot of, but I received some fortunate and productive guidance when I got here, and I
right,
was
right,
able to kind of get on the right track as soon as I got here. I already had like my paperwork came in the same day I came in. Someone had already put me on game, so I didn't have to wait for no paperwork. All of that stuff was straight. So it was really just getting used to the program of the day, and well, not used to figuring out a program for the day. Um, I've been trying my best to stay as productive as I can. Maybe
yeah,
like by my second week, I found a job. I'm in a CDL course. I done
nice,
finished
nice,
maybe about four, maybe five education requirements.
right.
I'm kind of way ahead of my education requirements, so I stay busy enjoying the art class. I just try not to make my time idle.
Now you said something that I'm glad you touched on. How you said you make sure you got your paperwork sent in to you, and a lot of
Yeah,
people don't understand the importance of paperwork and that things that's done in the dark comes to light. And even being
yeah,
somewhat a celebrity, niggas still want to see that. You know what I'm saying? It's still
yeah,
like once you down and put them grades on, you went here with us, and there's rules that got to be given by. You know what I mean? So
correct.
for the youngins watching that's chasing this street fame, let them know like how important snitching is and how niggas want to know what's up with you when you get where you go.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, your credibility is everything. So, me actually coming in, was a inmate in here that was by the mailroom when I came, and when they found out that I had my mail sent to arrive the same day that I arrived. Uh, they pulled me aside one day. He actually somebody that I work out with. He actually showed me the whole burpee workout. I've been doing my burpee sets and all that. And
Okay.
he had told
Okay.
me one of the like maybe the first or second day, like, yo, you don't know homie, but I overheard you checking to make sure your paperwork landed as soon as you got here, and that I didn't know who you was, but I had a lot of respect for that. Just to make sure I got that out the way, and I really got that advice from my lawyer, um, who just wanted to make
Yes.
sure that I was in the safest predicament I could be in. I think to speak on what you asked me about, though, it's important because your credibility is everything. People
Mhm.
still want to know that they're around solid individuals. And what I mean solid is just, I mean, either minding your business or know how to keep your business to yourself. It
Right.
ain't
Right.
about
Right.
much more than that. It's about taking accountability for your own actions and not
Right.
trying to tear down someone else to to alleviate the consequences that uh,
Right.
one is facing. So um, for me, in a nutshell, that's what it meant. It means to me. And if anyone who
Okay.
hasn't been to jail or haven't had to deal with jail yet, or hopefully never at all. But in case you
Right.
do, it's important to make sure your credibility is straight and that your word is your bond and that you know how to mind your
Yeah.
business and keep things to yourself, ultimately.
So let me ask you this. So let's go back a little bit. Where you
Okay.
from?
I'm from Harlem, New York. Um,
Okay.
you know, downtown Harlem, west side Harlem, you know. Putting up a I'm here.
I got you. I got you. So big shout to
Yeah.
Harlem. Big shout to Harlem, New York.
Yes, yes.
So
Harlem
what
to the
was it
world.
like coming up for you?
I mean, Harlem has its ups and downs.
Hmm.
It's a small town. For those who don't know, I grew up in a real hip hop oriented upbringing, and
Yes. Yes, you did.
I was always exposed to the culture of hip hop. So I've always been like into music and stuff, and the styles and fashion and just all parts of the hip hop culture. I've always kind of been a part of.
Hmm.
So that's always been a big influence in my life. I played a lot of basketball. Um, I lived in different parts of Harlem, mainly on the west side. I'm from 110th originally.
Okay.
I've been lived on 113th, on 22nd. Went to school at FBA. A lot of my life was really origined around being in Harlem.
Mhm.
So I'm a familiar face in the town. If you were to uh, if you were to be in Harlem for a little bit, you probably
Okay.
bound to run into me to some extent, or somebody that knows me. But you bound to see me somewhere down the line. So
Okay.
my upbringing was pretty good. It was pretty fortunate. I know a lot of dope people. I was around a lot of people that played big roles into my music career and just who I am as a person,
Okay.
who I am as a spirit. Harlem, you got regular tenement buildings, projects, churches, mosques. Everything is in the same.
Everything.
Like it's just a world of everything. You don't need parks. Everything is in. You don't really got to go nowhere else.
Right.
So that has been like it helped shape me in a community form. And
That's what's up. That's what's up.
thank you, thank you.
So how old was you? How old was you when you wrote your first round?
Oh man, I'm gonna say I know for sure I wrote my first rhyme in sixth grade. We had a
Okay.
crew. It was four of us. It was me and three of my bros. My man Raphael, my man Brandon, and my man Ian.
Okay.
Raphael actually was signed. He was like signed already. His name was Preview. Uh,
Okay.
he was signed young, him and his brother. And in order to get in our crew, you had to write a rhyme. Uh, so
That's what's
that was like
yeah.
our thing. Yeah, that was our thing. You had to write a rhyme about yourself. It had to be 16 bars. And I learned how to kind of write a 16 bar rhyme fast because of the profession that my friend Preview was already into. Uh, that was pretty cool. What else I was about to say about that? I had other influences as well. I learned how to record later on though. In high school, I got cool with Dougie Fresh sons. Shout out to my man Pachado and my man Mike and my man Andre. They connected me with Dougie Fresh sons Square Off, and they kind of exposed me to um, a recording studio. and learning how to record up my own music and stuff like that. So that that played a big part. But my first rhyme came in sixth grade, and yeah, I kind of never looked back. About eighth grade, I started like instead of writing book reports, I started writing rhymes. Started writing rhymes about the books I was reading, and my teacher was cool enough to let me do that. And yeah, it just gradually became my thing.
What is going on with the street tonight? But we'll be back
You
to
hear my answer?
it.
You hear
The
my answer?
stream, I don't know what's going on with the stream tonight. The stream is going crazy tonight.
It's all right.
We
If
might
you need me to
we
call in, I can call in too.
nah, we Gucci. We Gucci. We fucking breaking the
Did,
internet right now. Fuck that.
did you
I so
did you hear my call? Did you hear my answer?
yeah, I got you down.
All right,
I got you down. So let me
all
ask
right.
you this now. Your dad is DJ Red Alert.
Shout out to the
How
legend. Yeah.
how hard was it for you to establish your own ground, stepping into the hip hop industry?
I mean, it's still hard. I mean, all right. There's two sides to it. I might could be in any room possible. I mean, you might walk into a room and I could be there. However, the expectation is a little bit different because the perception is different. I
Right,
think that because of my pops, what happens is one, people may assume that certain things are already given to me and available to me, and sometimes people forget that my pops is from the old school. Like, and one, he really believes in me, but
right,
he wants me to put that work in. He's not gonna put me in no position that I can't handle myself and without him. And I
right,
think that's real key about him. He's a man. He's a DJ that put a lot of artists on. He's responsible for a lot of the hip hop culture in its beginnings, and even after his beginnings. And
right, right,
he's not going to put his name and stand behind something that isn't genuine and that doesn't have the work behind it, even if it's me.
right,
So
right,
he used to put me to work. I mean, wake me up at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's what's up. We're going downstairs. We're going to write, playing beats, DJs and beats, making me freestyle, making me record it, making me listen to it, making me build on it. So
right,
he put me through boot camp. He made me really start from the streets. I say that in the song I called "Nobody Knows." The second verse, I talk about that with him,
okay,
and he really kind of made me work. And even to this day, he makes me work and pushes me to, find new innovative ways to elevate myself.
okay,
Uh, I think that it's when you're like in a position like mine. And like, I know Jada Kiss son, like I said, I know Dougie's son, I know Kid Capri's daughter, I know DJ SNF's son, I know so many offspring, I know ODB's son, I know a lot of them. And
right,
I think for
right, right,
all of us it's a little bit of a tough hurdle because people make the assumption that things are already provided for us, not knowing how much that we actually work and put in our own work. So it has its positives and it has its, I don't want to call it a negative, but it has its obstacles. I'm still here. Sorry, technical difficulties. We'll be here.
I think it's real easy for people to perceive that because you
You said
already
what?
is. I hear you.
Okay.
I think every time somebody called me, my shit go out. That's what just happened.
Okay, so good. You're getting
Yeah,
cold. You're getting cold.
no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So fuck that. We cool. So now let me ask you this question: with accepting this 42 months that you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Federal prison. Who you feel you let down the most?
Oh man, my daughters, uh, myself, my parents. To be here and I gotta talk about, the legend of my pops and stuff. Sometimes I feel bad. Um, and I don't say sometimes like I don't always feel bad, but when I think about it, I feel bad. Um, but definitely my daughters. Um, I know they're out there. They just visited me about 2 weeks ago. I got a post on my Instagram where they just visited me about a week ago or so, and I know they think about me every day. I'm really instrumental in their everyday life and the things that they're interested in. So, I really feel like I let them down. And you know what? I'm at a point where I hurt a lot of victims. You know what I mean? Maybe not intentionally and directly, but my actions affected a lot of victims. And it's easy to glorify the uh, the the benefits. It's easy to glorify the benefits of the hustle, but it's not easy accepting how many people were actually affected and hurt by it. So, I definitely think I let my fans down, the people that believed in my music and what I had going on in my career, um, that kind of depended on me and my success. I'm at least for a moment, I'm stalling them out, and I really care deeply and genuinely about getting back and keeping the ball rolling and hitting the ground running, hitting the ground on a locomotive. So I've been kind of making sure I approach every day here to really maintain a productive manner and put myself in a position to not be behind the eight ball when I get back.
Right.
Um, I pray a lot. I've always been on a journey towards God. My whole life has been about a journey towards God. So I ask for forgiveness for Him all the time. I hope I didn't let Him down too much, and I pray that this is just all a part of His plan. But yeah, I let a lot of people down that depend on me on a day to day and a future basis. So but I'm most heartfelt for my daughters and their mothers because they got to put the family on their shoulders until I get back, at least as far as physical presence. Um, so I'm eager to get back into my kids' lives and into my family's lives and the people that care about me that depend on me. I also got fans out there that uh,
You definitely,
they want
you
to see
definitely,
me in person.
you definitely got fans out there. Once I started posting, niggas was like, "Yo, bro, like I fucks with bro." Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying? So
fire. That's
you
fire.
definitely got out there. That's definitely tapped into your music. Um,
That's fire.
let me ask this question right here. Right, I've been listening to the EP. Um, have you started writing in it yet? Are you able to clear your mind to write yet?
Yeah, I actually met at first I wasn't. I wrote like one rhyme on a piece of paper and I couldn't figure out. It just didn't feel like music. It just felt like I was venting. And then I met somebody in here that really inspired me. He's a little younger than me. He's from he's not from New York, but I'm gonna leave his name out of it. But he's been really inspirational for me, and he showed me a way to record in here. So we recorded like 3 records. I'm gonna find a way to put it out. I'm gonna find a way to put
Nice,
it out from in here. We're gonna do
nice.
like maybe like a five song EP. We might have did about 7 songs already. So
Oh yeah,
it's really been kind of cool. I actually wanna. I'm inspired to kind of like get myself in a position to try to talk to the administration about implementing ways for people to be productive in a way of making music and videography and I mean if they're willing to put a budget for it, but maybe they don't do it because of me.
they got it.
Maybe they take
They got
note for it and it happens for inmates after me. But it made me think of some ideas to just try
right,
to run by the administration to see if they'd be willing to implement uh, these opportunities for people to work on
right,
their talents so that they can have something for themselves when they get home. I think that's been like my mental mission is how could I have an impact positively.
right,
Um, I know most people come here and they have, like I said, from all walks of faith and crime, and sometimes everybody's not in the same mental space. But it'd
right,
be fine if we could create more ways for us to release that frustration in a form of talent and expression artistically. Um, it'll create for better morality and better environment. This being in jail is never going to be fun. It's never going to be cool, but it doesn't have to be counterproductive. It doesn't have
right,
to be. It doesn't have to feel like an idle time in our lives. You know, it can be a time when we focus on ourselves and improve ourselves. So I've been fortunate to meet a lot of people that are talented in different areas of the industry that I come from, and as long as I keep outside of any problems, I think I'll have enough credibility or credence to kind of present some things to administration, and hopefully they'll take heed to it.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I believe if you present it the right way, they'll definitely, if it can help, because the Feds is inmate ran and inmate earned. They got a lot of inmate
Yeah,
programs. So, I was able to run a few programs when I was in there, like songwriting, music business. I was able to get some books and
yeah,
then shit like that. Yeah,
yeah,
so depending on who you step to, they'll
yeah,
definitely get behind it because you got influence. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you can teach, even if you do a music business class while you were
yeah.
just teaching the game. You know what I'm saying? Just even just to keep yourself sharp, you can get a book sent in and
Absolutely,
everything to really go. You know what I'm saying? You really get to it. Um,
absolutely, absolutely.
so let me ask you this question right here, right? For the youngest that's following, that's out there, that's looking at jail and they glorifying jail. Jail should be glorified. Like, what would you say, like, to people out there who think like the feds is lit and I want to go to jail, I can't wait to go to jail. Like, you got out there that's really out there risking it all for a life, for a view, not knowing that this is real. Like, you really took the clothes off and put the, what I'm saying, you
Yeah,
really stepped into that place, and I think people don't really get it. I'm saying, so the fact that we can even talk to you like behind the wall right now is definitely a message to the youth out there.
yeah,
Just in itself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think that this shit is not cool at all. Um, like I said, there is a blessing in everything, but this shit is not cool at all. The person or the status uh, that you develop in here does not leave with you. It doesn't leave with you. It doesn't go back home with you. Nobody cares, especially in the Feds. These people are from all parts of the country, all parts of the nation. They're moving from mediums, lows, maximums, camps. Everybody's trying to go home to their life and back to their loved ones. You might be blessed to find uh, a few close people, a few people that turn into your friends and create brotherhoods. But for the most part, uh, all of the status, all of the experience here stays here. Nobody cares. Um,
Everybody is.
Nobody cares. The best thing is to do is to figure out how to survive and how to grow here so that you come back home in a situation where you don't have to end up back in this place. You go, already I feel like I'm behind. I'm from New York. I just missed the Knicks parade. I missed the first time the Knicks won a championship, and I don't get to smell the city, hear the city. Um, and
Word.
nobody is out there thinking about me being in here. And when I go home, nobody in here is thinking about me being um, free, because everybody wants that for themselves as well. I've already uh, watched a couple people go home, and it was like great to see them go home. I talked about things for like 2 days, and then after that, the reality strikes that we still in here. And for the most part, you can't blame everybody for worrying about themselves. So
Right.
if you can avoid being in a situation like this, avoid it. Everybody in here would much rather be out. Everybody, there's very few people enjoy being in here. So if you're young and you feel like this is gonna give you some sort of credibility, I mean, maybe it will, but it's not. It's not nothing of any relevance or of any substance. It don't matter. This is the one place where everybody is thinking about themselves and they have the right to. So you know, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be.
Right.
But you know what? On another side though, some people need this experience to realize how real life can get. Some people need this experience to realize how serious life is and our freedom is. It's important. You know what I mean? It's important to know that so that you don't take advantage of your time. You don't take advantage of the time that we have on a free world, uh, because it's not really been something to take for granted. This
No,
shit
it's
is
not.
whack.
Really not. So want to get into this real quick. When you said something about the CDL shit, I drive a truck, so I'll be able to go on the road and re-listen to projects. Right?
Okay, okay.
Song number one, "Forgive Me." Right? I went on my Apple Music. I typed in G Mims, and I tapped into the full song EP.
Yeah.
Let me get into this real quick. Forgive me. Take me there. Where was your mindset at with that?
Forgive me. It was just me. That's exactly what the title was. I don't. When I made it, I had recorded this with the Heat Makers, my boy Austin and Caesar. He's a big brother. He's definitely not my boy. He's a mentor, big brother. And he was like, "Damn, man, it took you to go through this to rap about some of the realest things that I've heard you rap about." And I just felt compelled to ask for forgiveness. I just wanted to send my apologies, like to my fans, to my people, to God, to myself. I needed to
Right.
forgive myself, and part of that therapy was making a song like that and just speaking my mind. Um, uh, it was some stuff that I saw about my case online that made me want to like touch on it as well. So, but it really started after like my sentencing date. After my sentencing date was what made me write that song. It was like a cab ride home. Had a family was with me, and when I had that ride home, I just started coming up with that rhyme actually, and I was like, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a project, and I'm gonna call it "Don't Forget the Dollar versus USA." And "Forgive Me" was really the first. "Forgive Me" was the first rhyme that I wrote, but "Last Day Out" was the first song that I put out.
And you know that title alone, like I said, from somebody who's been fed sound, how you do fed sound, people don't really know what that versus USA means. When you
Yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
when you see your name versus the United States of America,
United States of America, that shit is crazy. When
you know
I
what I'm saying?
first seen it, I said, "Oh
To,
man,
not to say New York, not to say New Jersey, the United States of America.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
different feeling itself.
yeah, it
You know what
is.
I'm saying? That
Yes, it is.
did that when I seen the title, I'm like, I understand. I get it.
You
You know what I'm saying?
understand? Yeah.
Song number
Word,
two,
word.
which is my favorite song number two, "Last Day Out."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Judging like I was making, so you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Money in the
talk to me.
making,
What was
judging
your
like the way I made it. Count faces, facing
come talk
time, and
to
the
me?
fear I gotta face it.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man, we made there's a lot of money made in that situation, and I um, I got a close friend named Mike, and
Okay.
a lot of times I vent to him, and I thought about how people do. A lot of times when artists come home, they do first day out, and
Right, right, right.
they do first day out, and I was just like, well, what if I can just get ahead of myself and come up with a song that's kind of like, if it was my last day, what would I rap about? What would I say? And
Right, right, right.
and I was just like, well, I gotta, I can't just hang my head down low about everything, because when we was doing it, we was enjoying it. You know what I mean? When things was going on, when I was doing what I was doing, I was enjoying it. Not that I enjoyed the people that got affected by it, but I enjoyed the fruits of the hustle. You know what I mean? I
The
enjoyed the
truth of it.
benefits of the hustle. So it's like, I tell your story. I don't want nobody else to tell my story for me and tell it wrong. At least I told my story first, and people could mix
Right,
and
right, right.
assume and do all of that. But I just wanted a chance to control my narrative. So I said "Last Day Out."
Okay.
If I had one song to put out before I went in, how would I formulate it? And I came up with "All money ain't good for me." One of my slogans is "Don't forget the dollar sign." So I wanted to kind of leave another message behind it. Um, and but sometimes people ask me like, "What kind of rapper are you?" And I tell them I'm a game spitter. I try to like leave game for people, for youngins, for old people my age, older. I try to leave game from my experiences. I'm a game spitter, and my whole thing was all money ain't good for me. All money ain't good money. You know what
All
I
money
mean?
ain't good
Sometimes,
money.
you know what I
Facts.
mean. Sometimes money could come in abundance, but you don't want that bad money. Bad money ain't meant to last. So
No, no, no. You right. All right, take me to nobody knows.
nobody knows. So a lot of people know me to be the son of DJ Red Alert, and but the really that's my stepfather. He's my father though. He's been in my life since I was 4. He got married to my mom since I was 10. Um,
Of course, that's pops.
and
That's
yeah,
pops.
that's my pops. I'm my life so complex, man. Believe it or not, both my parents were remarried and lived in the same building. My biological father was the super of my building. Him and my mother grew up together, so uh, both of their mothers lived in the same community. So like my
Right.
father's one of 6, my mom was one of 7. Man, I got so much respect for Red for being a stand-up guy and being a confident man. I learned so much from him.
Take
Um,
G shit.
me me
That,
having
that's real life
two
G shit.
baby mothers, yeah, me having 2 baby mothers, I learned a lot of my principles and morals from him and learning how to uh, deal with the obstacles of other men and moving on and being a stand-up father and being a stand-up man. Even my father, for them both to coincide and take part in having an impact on my life uh, has meant the world to me. It's been golden for me. It's been like essential to the type of man that I've become. So I never really address it. I kind of get it's so much more popular that I'm Red Alert's son, and my biological father plays the background so much, and he's okay with it. You know, he hears it on the radio, he sees it on TV, he sees it online. People stop him about it. In my neighborhood, I'm his son, but to the rest of the world, I'm Red Alert's son. And to see him still be confident and proud of me, be in the same room with my both my fathers, for any proud moment that they had with me, from school to music to having children, man, it's been powerful for me. So I wanted to make a song that kind of addressed it because I didn't know it was addressing much. I think
Right.
that was a part of my life. I went through like an identity crisis with it, and I had to figure out how I wanted to show love to the both of them, and it took me to become like a grown man to figure out a way to say, man, nobody knows what you did for me, and I think that was my best way of telling them thank you and telling them that that meant the world to me.
That's the,
You still here?
I'm
I
here.
hear you.
I'm
Oh,
here.
you coming back? You coming back? Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. That's actually and it's crazy 'cause since we've been having conversation, I've been noticing that you take accountability a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now I see that you had real men around you that was able to teach and instill that in you. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yeah.
reflect of the way we conversing right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Be great. Tell you about be great.
Be great. I started doing well, first of all, that concept came from when I take my youngest daughter. I started with my youngest daughter, Riley. When I take her to school, I always tell her she don't gotta be the best. She don't gotta be better than nobody, but she gotta be the best version of herself. I
Right.
talk to her about integrity. I say integrity is doing the right thing when nobody expects it from you, when nobody's looking, when it just satisfies you. And I always tell her, don't be good, be great. And she always, I used to tell her that until she can repeat it to me. Those are the 3
Right.
things I always talk to her about. You don't gotta be better than nobody. Be the best version of yourself. That's
Yes, sir.
more than enough.
Right.
Don't be good, be great. Don't settle for mediocrity. Be great. Leave an impact. And I started when I was dealing with my case. Shout out to Senator Claire, and a guy by the name of Senator Cordell Claire, uh, and uh, one of her colleagues, people that work under her corporate tone. They were like, helping me uh, give back to the community and do things that, because I was inspired to try to do things to give back to the community. Well, I was always doing that, but I wanted to ignite it. I wanted to ramp it up before I left, and I wanted to show the judge that I have always had a positive impact on my community, and my case may look like I'm down with taking from it, but I really am passionate about giving back to my community and being an upliftment for them. So I was doing a lot of school tours for them, and I was going to a lot of like uh, places within the Harlem community, and the schools was within the whole five boroughs. But I was going to
That's dope. Dope.
different places, and I was performing and just being a communal face. As I know a couple political figures. Shout
Mhm.
out to Eddie Gibbs also. So what happened is I wanted to make a song that was more suitable for the environment that I was performing for. It was cool to do my popular songs and the records that people may know me for, but it was like, dag, I see a lot of kids, I see a lot of elders, I see a lot of uh, people that I want to give something a little more to. So I came up with this song called "Be Great," and and I wanted to just make sure I talk to the young boy and the young girl and kind of tell them like, we all got obstacles, but we're not going to let up. We're not going to give up on these obstacles. We're not going to give up.
Right.
Times might be hard. Our situations, our circumstances might be different. It might be tougher than others, but there's gold inside of all of us, and
Right.
I
Right.
felt like it
Right.
was suitable to put that on this project because it's like with all of the, the crime that I have to pay consequence for, I gotta show you the way out of it, and I gotta show you the way to avoid it. I can't just
Right.
glorify talking about it and all of that. I gotta give you away from this too. I don't want to lead you into this brick wall. I already ran into it. It's a brick wall. You know what I
Brick wall.
mean? So let me tell you to
Brick
take
wall.
the road
That's a
the
brick
other way.
wall.
So
All right.
that
You know
was
what I mean?
that was my motivation.
I appreciate that, yo. Like I said, you got a dope project for those that haven't
Thank
tapped
you, my brother.
into it. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
man. I
Definitely.
got some more stuff coming out. I got Kiss the Girls coming out. My name is George, so I came out with Georgie Porgy 45, Kiss the Girls Make Me Cry. Got a project for Kiss the Girls coming out. I got another project for Don't Forget the Dollar. I put a bunch of projects together to come out during my whole time that I have in here. Amongst the songs that I created while I was in here, so I'm gonna be dropping other series of music, but I felt like this was the most relevant and the most applicable,
Now
considering.
you know. Now you know it wouldn't be right before we go if we can't get a 16 from you, my boy.
You want a 16, man? I got the fan
I need
going
I
off.
need some of that. I need some of that jail pain. I need the first thing you wrote when you smelt that smell of it. When you ate chili con corn for the first time. When you had chicken on motherfucking Friday and fish on
Yeah,
Monday.
bro.
Motherfucker, I know the shit. Burgers on Wednesday, pancakes in the morning on Monday. Tell me about that shit.
Hey, G Wall, I wish you know what it is. This is the thing. This is the thing. I don't write none of that stuff. I
Okay,
just I
okay,
punch in, so I don't really remember it because I don't rehearse it. I record it straight into the phone, and I hope I'm not
okay.
letting nobody down. But I don't rehearse it. I don't have it written down. I don't even, and I
So you
was
do bar
I
stop, bar stop.
yeah, because of the situation I'm in. I'm rapping under a coat. I don't really have time to. I gotta just get it out,
Got you,
and
got
I
you,
really
got
would have rapped. I wish you. I'm mad. I'm not on point right now. I'm gagged. I really got some stuff to say. I can't even. I'm not doing. I don't want to stumble and look crazy for the thing.
I got
But
you, got
I don't. I haven't been writing it. I just been punching straight. And I'm with the young boys. They don't write. They just go. These young boys just go. So I just been going, and I don't really remember none of it yet. So I don't forget the dollar. Now I definitely got to drop this music for y'all fast because I owed it. I owe you some bars.
Say
Even if I
less.
gotta come back on here, up here,
Most
next
definitely
project,
listen.
and
We can always do. Always tap in. Nigga. You know the shit.
soon as we started, I'm coming on,
And listen,
barring up.
I want you to stay positive. I want you to stay focused. Program the power of programming. You know what I'm saying? It's the opportunity is there. Stay the fuck out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Well,
catch
brother,
no shots, no infractions. I mean, do
well,
what you gotta do. Walk that shit down, man. 10 toes down, bro. You know the shit. You know what I'm saying? We riding with
appreciate you,
you.
my brother.
You got your fans out here. We riding with you. You know what I'm saying? We definitely supporting the project. Push your project again. Let everybody know what the project is, where they can find it at.
You already know. Don't forget the dollar versus USA. Streaming on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Rhapsody. Also got a project for anybody that's behind the G roll. My music is also on the it's in the system too. So if you got your tablets and stuff, the Hustle World
Say that.
Tour is up there. Um, that's a nice project that I got up there. But yeah, don't forget the dollar versus USA. It's on all streaming platforms. You can holler at me on the gram, Kool G Mims, at Kool G Mims, KoolGmims. You
Say
already
that.
know it's don't forget the dollar sign. I say that not just about getting the money, but it's about knowing your worth. You feel me?
No, you
Especially if you got skin like mine, that means you full of melanin, man. Melanin's worth more than gold. You know what I mean? So you're a walking $1,000,000, man. So, keep yourself uplifted, keep yourself within God. Uh, Take accountability for your actions and be there for your family. You already know. Don't forget the
say
dollar
that.
sign. Family life.
With that being said, my brother, I appreciate you for blessing the platform, my nigga. I
And shout and
appreciate you.
shout out to New
I'm,
York City. We got the chip, man. Knicks and five.
you
We got
already
it.
know.
I'm a big Knicks fan, but I'm from New York, so we got to rep. You feel me?
Say that shit, my boy. Listen, man,
Uh-huh.
you hold the fuck down in there, keep your nose clean. You already know, bro.
We'll
Hold it
do.
down, be safe in there. I'm tapping in with you. You know shit locked in.
All right, dope. We stay connected. We locked in. Thank you, my brother. Peace
Easy,
and
my
blessings, my
brother.
bro.
Hold it down, bro. I chop it up with
We'll
you later.
do. All right.
Peace, peace, peace. Yo, this is another episode of T-Wall Chronicles. He pays your man Mims in the motherfucking building. He live him inside. I ain't want to keep him too much. You know what I'm saying? Even with the COs and guys walking around and shit. But you already know shit, man. I try to bring y'all the exclusive, the real. We was having some technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on with that, but the streaming be up. G War Chronicles on YouTube, G War Chronicles, everything. G War Peso and motherfucking Instagram. Tap in. Peace. I love y'all. I love the support. The fans and the like that. But we back to a stream interrupted, but they can't stop the show. You can stop the stream all y'all want, but you know the shit. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tap in Kool G Mims, project out USA, dollar sign versus USA, dope project, 4-track EP. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to them. They recently signed inspired hip hop artists. You know, damn nobody fans at the moment. You know what I mean? So y'all see right there, that shit real. Don't matter who you are, but you got going on. When they want you, they gonna come get you. That being said, it's an episode of G Chronicles, your boy Bezos. Tap in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you know when I'm dropping something going live. Hit the notification bell as well. Peace.